All right, so what's up, everybody? Happy Monday. I hope everyone's doing well. We got another Tour Guide Monday update for you guys today. This time I'm joined by fellow tour guide member and good friend of mine, Smitty Studio. Hope you're having a good Monday, Smitty.
Yeah, never heard of him.
Uh,
Classic Smitty humor. Anyways, hello, good morning, or afternoon, or night, or whatever it is for you. Hope you're doing good. Um, yeah.
yeah.
Hopefully the weather is nice for you guys. We just had this hurricane come through, but it turned out not to be so bad. So
Yeah, at least
little
not for us. I heard
yeah,
New York got pretty bad, but
a little bit of rain, but we're making it.
yeah. But we got some NFT updates for you guys today. Quite a few, I think. Um, I guess we just jump right into them.
Sure.
So first things first. This isn't really an update. This is kind of like an extra thing. But you guys, we still have the Wit Spaces background. We are working with a designer to develop branding and a logo for Tour Guide, as you guys may or may not have heard. I just wanted to take like a minute or two to show some of his stuff at the beginning of the show. So this is the designer, Jacob Deacon, JD. We've talked about him on a couple CNFT news shows about some things he's working on like this Donotype project he has. Just wanted to highlight him. He has some really cool work on his Instagram. Um, Devil in the Details, or Devil in the Details Design is the name of the Instagram, if you guys are interested. But just wanted to give him a little shout out before we got into our updates.
Yeah, for sure. It's been cool, talking with him, and he has a lot of great ideas, which you can all see here on his Instagram. So definitely worth showing him off and and letting him know that we appreciate him.
Yeah, there's some really cool projects he's done. It's like that cool, like gritty style. I think we're all really attracted to.
Yeah. I know
Yeah.
there is something about his work that really stands out to me that I like.
It's good we got him while he was still unknown.
Yeah. Not for long.
Yeah, not for long, but hell yeah. Let's get into
Hey, to be fair, I'm still very unknown.
We're all still very unknown, but I'm glad we got in touch with Jacob when we did.
Yeah.
But hell yeah, let's get so I know I have a few updates for my stuff, but I figured we could talk about your updates first. You have some pretty cool things to show, I think.
Sure. Yeah, so I have this project which some people may be familiar with a little bit, because I've put out a video where I sort of did a breakdown of how it was created, the specific the piece, which is called A Discovery. So I think people liked that video and liked seeing the sort of behind the scenes of like how I actually went about creating the piece of art. And that was kind of the true project for me and kind of the challenge of it. I wanted to take something, like a painting and have a final thing that would look like a painting, but actually have it be, more complex than that and achieved through various steps and using software rather than actually painting it, because I don't think I could actually paint it as it came out. I did the texture using my iPad, but painting is obviously a very different thing, and I was never trained in that.
If anyone, I just want to interrupt quick. If anyone didn't see that, I kind of want to give a brief, quick summary of what you did, because correct me if I'm wrong.
Sure.
You essentially created the model first in 3D, then you transferred that image from that 3D model into your iPad where you did all the texturing and painting, and then you took those textures in that image itself and moved it back into Blender, the 3D program, and then put those. So it was just like this back and forth. That was super interesting, I think.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. And I think, some people might hear that and be like, wow, that's a lot of steps. And it definitely is. But but it's kind of interesting because it was like, I mean, yeah, there's other shortcuts that I probably have figured out now after having done it.
Mhm.
But I had the specific idea, I went for it, and this was sort of the outcome, which is this sort of image that has already been shared with people in the Discord and things like that. So anyways, to sort of talk about it now, we'll put it up, the image here,
Put it up right now.
if you want to. So what we're looking at now are 6 different images, which are created from, the model that I had created in Blender, and they're different sort of. These images really are demonstrating the behind the scenes of how the thing, in the Blender space in 3D was created, constructed, sort of how textures were applied, or how lighting was considered, or so on and so forth. And I really wanted to have this project of mine to, again, like I've said, just to hammer it down, to really show the behind the scenes of the image, and not just have one, output image. This is about the story, not only of what's happening in the image, but of how the image was created. It's all about that narrative. So really, what I'm going to show here is there's obviously these 6 images. One of them I'm revealing in the top left. And then there's these other 5, which, one of them you can kind of already guess is like the standard one, the final output with all the things compiled. But there's other versions which I'm excited to show off, and I'm excited to see how people react to them, because some are a little bit more playful and colorful, but they, again, are still showing a certain element of how this 3D scene was constructed. So if I show this is the one image that was in the top left corner of that sort of layout. We have a couple of different things here, and it's like these slivers of different elements of the project. So of course, here on the left, you're getting a view of that sort of final image, but you're also getting these slivers of either the sort of ambient occlusion methods for the model, sort of how shadow is being registered here, or how we're using shadow to give more depth to the image. And then all the way to the right, in this sort of playful and colorful manner, we have the sort of grid that's showing how, the polygons of the mesh itself. So I had some fun making these 6 different versions, and some reveal different things that others don't. And I think that's like the cool part of what I wanted to sort of achieve by having these 6. Of course, I could have had just one with all these things, but it would have been too messy, I think. And the cool thing, in my view, is that we're thinking, Rodrigo and I are thinking that there's probably going to be a drop where people will get these randomly.
So
and
I think we were thinking 5 of each image, probably. I think, right? Yeah.
That's what we discussed, and I think that's the right idea. So there would be 5 of each image. You would purchase and get one randomly, and then the cool thing about that is I think that some people might be more interested in receiving one image than the other, of course, and so then there might be an encouragement for trading and having these things circulate between people, which I, as the artist, would be so excited to see people do with my work. So that's kind of the whole project here. It's taken me a little bit, but I put a lot of effort into making this, and I'm excited to share it with everyone. So
yeah, it's a super cool project.
Thank you.
30 pieces too. I think it's going to be really interesting to see how they are created. So I know, obviously I've seen these, and there is one I got my eyes on. I know I'll be trading if I don't get it, but
I think it's just I think for me it's just unique in the sense that I'm showing that like the art here is how the thing was created, and that's what I want to show.
Definitely. That's so cool.
Thank
Very
you.
interesting stuff.
Thank you. All right, what is our next topic?
Next topic, let's see. Our next topic is actually one that's been in the works for a bit. I've been planning on doing this for a while. So let me pull this up real quick, actually. Or maybe not. So I have most people who know my work know of the 109s. They were my first. Actually, no, my portfolio pieces were first, but the 109 was the first 2140 set to go out. And since then, I've been sitting on the 1 of 1 and the 1 of 2 and the 2 of 2 animations that were minted. The only 2 animations that were minted of all 109 frames put together. And I've been saying since the beginning, I want to give the 1 of 2 away to someone specific, and then auction off the 2 of 2. And with 2140 right around the corner, I figured it'd be a good time to do that, because it's coming up very soon. I have some more stuff in a bit, but let me pull up the 109 real quick, the first one.
So I think everyone's asking, who is this special person?
So this person I've been planning to give it to, I've literally been planning to give it to this person before these were even minted. I think probably before they were even all rendered out.
Yeah.
So this has been on my mind a lot for months now. This is the 109 piece right here, the 1 of 1.
Mm-hmm.
So as you guys can see, it's all the frames indicated by the numbering at the bottom. The 1 of 2, and then a full quality video render. I would pull it up, but it would slow down things.
Yeah. I think it's so cool how it shows all the frame numbers in the bottom right. Like, yeah, that's so cool. I love it.
That is something that, I mean, there'll be more about this out probably next Monday update, but this is sort of very similar to how 2140 will be released. With 109 was basically like an experiment to see how the 2140 will be released.
Right.
But thank you. Yeah, I love that too.
Yeah, that's a super cool detail.
So I guess I don't know how to say it. I guess I just say who the person is. Or maybe I'll give it a little introduction, and some of you guys may know who I'm talking about by this introduction. But there is one person in this space who, I mean, there are so many people in this space I am so grateful for, and so many people that have helped me with things and that I'm so happy to have in my life now. But there's one person in particular who I feel like I owe it all to. Like if it wasn't for this person, I don't think I would be in this space at all. And that person, drum roll, is none other than Cardano Bits. I know it might be obvious now that I said it, or it might be obvious before I said it. But back in March, when I first was getting into the CNFT scene, Cardano Bits was the first person in the community I really talked to. It was before they even knew how they were going to mint their series. And I'm sure he'll be watching this at some point. But I went back and pulled up the original conversation. I'm going to scroll through that really fast. I don't know what other information is in here.
We'll have to edit this.
Yeah. I mean,
or just put like a black bar over it.
I don't think there's anything. But we were just talking about things. But yeah, this is basically how it all started. Was back in like February, I created r/Cardano NFTs, the subreddit for Cardano NFTs. The main one, I think, right now, one of the main ones. And Cardano Bits came by and started just talking about his project in the Discord. Like I said before, it was minted before he even knew how to mint or how he was going to mint. So we just started messaging each other. I was like, hey, can you tell me a little bit about your project? He's like, hi, I love Cardano and pixel art. So I've been working on a large collection of 8-bit avatars, and instead of minting on OpenSea or Mintable, I've never heard of that one. On the ETH chain, he decided to go with Cardano, and the rest is history.
Mhm.
Um,
I think it's fair to say as well that, well, the first project that I did and worked on was the Cardano
Collabit.
or the
Yeah,
Collabits,
that is
and
true.
of course I was able to do that through Tyler and the blessing of Cardano Bits. But I mean, that project is my first project with in the NFT world with Cardano or any platform at all, and absolutely I owe a lot to Cardano Bits for having that, organizing that. Of course you helped as well in a big way, but I owe a lot to that event too. So
Definitely, he's done what Cardano Bits has brought to this. I mean, so many projects have brought so much, but Cardano Bits has definitely brought a lot.
mhm.
As you said, like it's incredible.
I know there's a lot of collaboration projects, but that collaboration was just a lot of fun,
Yeah.
and it was a great thing.
The other thing about it too, I really like. I feel like something like that was only possible at that point in the space. Like now, as things are getting bigger and more projects are coming into the space, it's kind of. I don't think anything like that would ever be possible again. Like to have. Maybe I'm just talking it up because I helped put it together, but like the fact that there's probably like 70 to 80% of the artists in the NFT space working on that project, and I'm sure a bunch of them have got hype off it too and stuff. I just think it's really cool.
Yeah, I do fantasize to see another collaboration like that though,
It would be amazing. Yeah.
because well, I mean, just because it was, I mean, I know this was not just for myself, so hopefully this doesn't sound selfish, but I was an artist who had little to no, well, pretty much no following. This was my first project, like I said, and that like helped. I brought some talent, whatever what it was, to the table, and I showed that I have interests in things, and people saw it because of the collaboration. There was a lot of awesome work from other artists that were just starting like me, and everyone got to see each other's work, and people, buyers and collectors, got to see it too. And some people who had never seen my work at all, we're like, this guy has something and I'm interested in it. And that was just awesome because it was kind of unexpected, but it was because of this collaboration. That so hopefully we can, in the future, maybe we organize something. I don't know, but
True.
I would love to see another sort of collaboration like that in the future.
That is good. Yeah.
And more work from Cardano Bits, which who knows when that will be, but it's going to be awesome, I'm sure.
Definitely. I mean, yeah, I'm excited for more things Cardano Bits is doing too. Actually, we'll talk after the show.
Uh-oh.
It's nothing. No one get too excited. But
nothing
anyway.
Too top secret. Okay,
Yeah.
next topic.
I just wanted to say thank you to Cardano Bits. If he hasn't seen this yet, I'll be sending him a message. So just thank you for so much, everything that you do. You're such an awesome friend to have in this space.
Yes, thank you.
He's an awesome dude. To go on to a similar but different topic, the 109 2 of 2 is now up for auction on the Touréguide Discord. It hasn't launched yet. It'll be launching in about an hour.
So by the time this is up.
Yeah, by the time this is up, it should be live. And this auction will last 6 days, so until Saturday afternoon, U.S. time, 5 p.m. UTC is when this one will end on Saturday.
Awesome.
But yeah, the person who receives this will also be receiving one of the Spaces logo tokens. I know that was kind of a surprise thing. They're out of 109 as well. But I just wanted to throw that in there as well. Any initial with Spaces auctions, we'll be receiving those until they're all out.
Cool.
But yeah.
Very nice.
The other bit of new with Spaces news, you guys probably know about this. The next with Spaces portfolio is up for auction right now in the Discord. It has a starting bid of 180, I believe. This will be also live by the time this is posted. If anyone's unaware, these come with the actual physical magazine NFT. You can check out a video flip through of it in the auction channel. They also come with the With Spaces token. And yeah, there's only seven left going out to the public. Each one is being auctioned off on a different day. So Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are when the auctions are happening. And yeah, 7 more to go. So the last auction is planned for September 6th. So definitely keep your eyes open for those.
It's really cool.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, and thank you to everyone who's been interested in these. It's so cool to get these out.
Yeah, there's been a consistent effort from everyone. Everyone's very excited about these, which I totally understand. There's a lot of cool stuff in here, and I mean, people already can kind of get to know you from your videos and your work, but this is also a lot more background, and it definitely highlights like some things about who you are. So it's really cool.
I just want to say before we move on to the last news thing, I just want to challenge if anyone can find a CNFT with more art in it. I'll be waiting to see the one. Maybe the there's like a graphic novel that just came out. I forget the name of it. But that's the only exception, I think. But it's still pretty close. But yeah, so thank you to anyone who's just been interested in these. The last bit of information. The 2140 Chapter 1 Frame Set 1 sneak peeks are going out. This number did change a little bit. I added 5 more because there are 5 people, one of them being the person who will mint these for me. So I think that was kind of important to have them in here. Definitely. Yeah, so there's 5 more people getting added to this. If anyone, there are a couple more chances for people to get in to the sneak peek slot. One of them is ending very soon. Any 109 holders are able to enter the giveaway right here, which is ending in 2 hours, it says. So you guys have 2 hours left for that. And then once this is up, I will be posting another giveaway that's open to the entire Discord, and then 2 people will be chosen from there to receive the 109 or the 2140 sneak peek.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's gonna be very fun. I think it's gonna be very interesting the way the sneak peek is going to happen. You guys will see more in the future, especially if you're obviously getting the sneak peek. But it's gonna be very cool. And anyone who has gotten one, definitely let me know your name so I could throw your name down here. And yeah, I'm very excited for 2140. I actually just rendered out the frames last night. So 2140 frame set 1 is all rendered out. I just gotta throw the numbers on it and throw it in an Excel sheet for it to get minted. But hell yeah.
It's almost there. It's almost here, everyone.
Almost here, guys. It's been like 5 months, it feels like, or like 5 years, but yeah.
Nah, I mean, once people see, they're gonna understand why. There's a lot of detail.
I hope so. I'm really excited to put these out.
And there's a narrative.
Story-based NFT collection.
Yes, sir.
And just to go along with that, I don't want anyone to expect like a movie, like a 20-minute movie. Like these are going to be short animations, and work similar to the 109s where each frame of the animation gets put out. I guess I could say this for for this first set, there will be 125 frames. So 125 plus the 2 animations. I believe I'm still trying to figure out the 2 animations in my head, or how I'm gonna do those. But 125 frames. And then we'll see how that goes, and then that'll determine how frame set number 2 will go. And I'm planning 4 frame sets for this first chapter. And the ending is going to be really interesting, I think. So I think that's all the news we have for today, though. I think.
Sounds good. I think I'd like to just throw out one random thing.
Definitely.
So I've been wanting to do this short film with my friend from school for a while. I wanted to. So I live in an apartment, and there is a creepy basement, and I just want. I've always had an interest in trying to do film, so I want to try to work on that project. This is not me saying it's going to happen. It could be a thing that ends up flopping. But if I do end up doing it, I'd love to like try to make it into an NFT in some way or form. But it's just something I'm going to be having fun with when I have time at school, and I'm back at my apartment there. So this is not the creepy basement, but I am in a basement. But anyways, so I just wanted to say that I think it would be really cool to do that, but just letting people know what I'm up to.
Definitely.
And there is another project immediately that's going to follow my NFT pieces that we talked about in this video. So keep an eye out for that as well. So anyways, I think that's all from me, but
I think that it's enough for this week. We're at like at a half an hour now. So if anyone's still watching, thank you. You got a lot of information today.
Very good.
But hell yeah. Hope everyone has a great week. Signing off, Smitty and Wit Spaces from Touréguide. And yeah, hope everyone drinks water. Make sure you drink water and have a great week, guys.
Yeah, drink some H2O.
H2O is good for your body.
All right. See you guys.